Hi Laura, this is Sarah from Flourish at Artisan Indie, and I am critiquing your Etsy shop today, Designs by Nature Gems. Super uber cool. I love crystals and I love all this stuff, so it's going to be really fun for me to go through your shop because I'm kind of your target market. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I always start with branding. It is the largest part of your Etsy shop, other than your products. It's very important because your branding is what's going to be what your customers are going to remember, right? So they're going to, when they have to remember, hey, where did I see that pendant? Or let's say they buy something from you and somebody likes it. You don't want them saying, oh, I bought it from some Etsy seller, right? No, you want them to say, oh, I got this at Designs by Nature Gems, and they're the coolest little shop, and you know what I mean? You need to establish a brand and have this nice kind of feeling or message around your business and the things that you make. So you have a name, Designs by Nature Gems. Do you have a logo? Is this your logo here? Do you have branding to put in a big banner? So right now you have a little, this looks like the old Etsy banner. It used to be this size. And it looks like you're advertising Mother's Day sale, which is so great. That's good. At least you're on the ball when it comes to what's seasonally, happening right now. It definitely will grab someone's attention, and like if they see something, they know they need to buy it because it's on sale. So that's great, but it's not a really it's not a great very professional looking image. So it's kind of, it's small, it's a little pixelated, not really sure what this is here. It cuts off the picture. What you want is you want the full size banner that goes over your shop. And if you're not sure what the dimensions are, if you're not sure how to make one, I'm not sure if you've ever used Canva before. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. It's an awesome, awesome site. One of my favorites. I use it all the time. And it has templates in this website that give you the exact size of certain things that you need, like a Etsy shop photo cover or an Etsy shop icon, which is this right over here, or perhaps a Facebook post or any kind of social media graphics you want to share. It already has the templates in there. You can just kind of change the text, change the color, put a new picture in, and it'll design it for you, many of which are free. So I have Canva up on another screen because it's something that I use, like I said, throughout the day, all day, usually in my business. So let's take a look. You have you need an Etsy banner, so let's see if they have something, and I know that they do. You go here, it'll say create a design. You can go here and it shows you all the templates that they offer. So if I go down here to social media and email headers, Etsy shop cover, you see that right there? So you click on that and it'll bring it up super fast. Maybe it'll make a liar out of me. Here we go. And boom, right there. So this will create an Etsy shop cover photo. Super, super easy. You just click on it, and let's see, I can just even play around with this. Your name is Designs. Did I not put the S? There we go. By Nature Gems, right? And then we want to make the font smaller. Let's actually keep it that. Look, you go like this to make it bigger. That doesn't make sense, does it? So we want to take that out, put that there. See the lines? Kind of gives you, lets you know that it's lined up. Let's do this. Here you could put your tagline. What is your tagline? Do you have one? Let's see. Organic wire wrapped crystal jewelry. Let's just say crystal jewelry made by hand. Now let's center this Oops, that was too far, wasn't it? That does not look centered to me. The lines are lying, I tell you. Oh, I know why, because it's not centered. Let's do this. No. So this is a shop critique and kind of a Canva tutorial. I'm not the best, but you know, there we go. See the purple line there? Okay. Now, obviously, does red make sense for your shop? No, probably not. In fact, what do you have here? You have kind of this green color, right? So let's go, oops, let's go to the green, change it. Let's add one. Whoop. Here we go. More like it, maybe a little. No. There we go. This maybe. And you can change this so it's not black. You can change this to whatever color you want. Here you could put, instead of creative, modern, durable, you could put organic, natural, beauty. Change this to same green color. Boom. Move that. Space that. I don't know. I'm just showing you as an example. So this is a way, and then boom, you download it, you hit download, and this isn't exactly, I mean, you know, I'm doing this on the fly here. And then boom. And let's say you're like, oh, well, you know, that's not my font. I have a really nice font. My font is more scripty, let's just say. You can change that as well. And you can say, you know, I don't want all the letters to be capitalized. There we go. See? So super easy. I mean, this is just a way that you can, I mean, in seconds and minutes, you can, and you know, you don't do that. You have all these designs that they give you. I mean, look at this. What if you had this one? This looks kind of really boho, kind of natural and organic, and you just put your name in this one. So I mean, it's just a great way. I mean, obviously, as a sales coach, I recommend that you hire a graphic designer to do all that kind of stuff for you. I mean, it looks like you do have a logo, but this looks outdated as well. You want something nice and fresh, and you know, something that's going to grab in the attention of your target market. And you want to have that displayed nice and big right here on your shop, okay? Because it's really going to set the stage, if you will. It's like a first impression of what someone's going to have when they walk into your shop. All right, so I definitely would work on your branding. Also, for your shop icon, you don't want a product picture. There's lots of room here for your product. This needs to be, again, a logo that's maybe tied in from your banner down here. You know, the same kind of color and fonts and design. You want it nice and fluid. Let me take you to Gail's shop. She's my favorite. Not that I have favorites, but I do kind of. I love her shop so much. Abigail Grace. She just rebranded. She used to be Shabby Cottage Adored. Now she's Abigail Grace Co. And I don't know. She's my style. I just love her stuff. But I like to use her for an example because here she has this nice, beautiful banner. Abigail Grace Co. That's their shop name. She has this little tagline right here because beauty is in the details. And then you see the roses that she's using up here. She brings those down into her shop icon. Shop icon, what is that? That's like if you are communicating through the Etsy site and other browsers and search engines that show just a little what do they call that? Avatar. That's what is going to show up. So it needs to be consistent with your branding above here. And as you can see, her branding, you know, it kind of gives you this feeling, right? It feels very feminine. It feels very elegant, perhaps, right? And then you have that same feeling down throughout the pictures, throughout her photos. So her shop has this very nice cottage chic kind of decor and feeling. It's almost like you can imagine walking through a jewelry store. And believe me, her shop did not look like this when she first started Flourish. Oh no, it did not. In fact, I should ask her to share some before and afters. But that's just, I like to use her shop as an example. If you've seen my critiques before, more than likely you've seen her shop before, because I use it a lot. Okay, so definitely work on your branding. Write that down. That needs to be handled. Let's see. You have organic wire wrap crystal jewelry. I would take out organic. I would maybe wire wrapped you could keep. I would maybe say crystal and gemstone jewelry or something like that. Organic, just, I don't know. What does that mean? Like it's a rock. It should be organic, right? You know? So I'd probably take that out. I don't think that's a good use of your keyword there. All right, you're using 3 featured items. I think that's fine for right now. You need to improve on your photography, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, Etsy is offering a way for you, and I'll go back to Gail's shop really quick. Can I go back to her shop, or did I go forward? I think I did, didn't I? Hang on a minute. Because she had the 5 layout. Yes. So you see how there's the big picture here and then 4 here. I love that. This is something new that they're testing. I just think it's so awesome. I hope they keep it permanently, but it really is going to benefit you if you have amazing photography. So right now I think you're fine with the 3 items, but I would, once your photography improves, I would try to go to that 5 format, and you just need to have, I think, more than 3 items starred in your shop, and it'll do that. You can also have 4, and it'll make these a little bit smaller. So what do you want in this section? You want seasonal things. So you might say, well, what does that mean? Well, I see that you have April birthstone, so that's super awesome, except for it's April 20th. If somebody is going to buy something, they're probably going to buy something for May or June. So you want to always be 2 months ahead of the season, if possible, or a month, you know. So right now you need to be featuring Mother's Day gifts, Father's Day gifts. We got summer, family reunions, graduation, things like that. Beautiful though. And you have the moonstone here, which I think is June. So you're good. You're good there. All right, let's see. All right, this announcement's really not doing anything for you. I would, if you have a website, I would say visit our website, you know, or maybe join our VIP list and save 10% off your first purchase and www. whatever your website is. If you don't have a website, it's something you do want to work towards. Maybe say follow us on Facebook where we share our new products, you know, with our followers, or something exciting, but tell them to do something. So if they like your shop, they're not just favoriting it on Etsy, but they're actually going to Facebook or to follow you or to your website to see, you know, what you're about. There's, you know, not everyone's going to see it, not everyone's going to follow it, but the people that will, it's going to be more beneficial than, you know, putting this little announcement here. Really wish Etsy would do something else with this space, to be honest. All right, 238 items. Wow, that's a lot of items. Holy Toledo. Okay, that's a good amount of items. It's not negative. It's not, you know, I mean, it's perfect. It's fine. I wouldn't get too crazy. I mean, you could. I kind of like Etsy shops that have a little bit less items in their shop. Not that 238 is too much, but some shops, you know, they have 400, 500, 600 items, and I think that's a little crazy. Like, there's supposed to be some kind of charm to having a handmade shop, and you're not a mass producer. So I don't know. That's just a personal thing. I don't think it's going to affect your sales either way. It's a good amount of number. It's a good amount of items. All right, this right here. Do you see how choppy this is? Like, holy cow, right? You want to organize these things from the smallest, or shortest, I should say, shortest keywords, keyword phrase, on sale is perfect, down to your longest keyword or keyword phrase section. Okay? So what I mean is these are the section titles, your category section titles. And you're putting keywords in these section titles, as you should be, because they do help with optimizing your shop. So that's fantastic, but you want them in order so that it kind of flows nicely. So it starts here real short, and then it very gradually swoops down to the very longest ones. It just looks better. It's not so choppy. It doesn't break up. It doesn't look like a big glob of text. It's easy to read. And for the customer that's in your shop, especially with so many items, you want to make it nice and fluid for them. And talking about these, you want to make sure you're using keywords, and it looks like you're doing it perfectly. Like you have crystal wands, wedding bands, crystal bracelets, crystal point necklaces. So I think you're doing it great there. Sterling silver and 14 karat gold, I would break these into two separate. I would have sterling silver as one and 14 karat gold as one, if you're not using all of your sets. All right. Let's skip over the main part of your shop. Let's go down to your about section. About. Okay. Okay. So what is your about section for? Do you know? Like, it is not to showcase your product. That is not what it's for here, okay? What your about section is, it's to tell about you. Who are you? Who are you? Like, who are you? Where did you learn to wrap jewelry? You know, why? Why did you decide, hey, I want to be a wire wrapper? You know, like, or why do you love crystals? Why do you love gemstones? Why do you love rocks? Like, what is it about that moves you? You know, people are buying on Etsy for a reason. They want that story. They need that story. That story is what makes your items valuable. So you really want to tell that story, not just in your text. No, you want to showcase it in your photographs. You want to show maybe you and your partner, or maybe you and your children, or maybe you and your animals, or maybe just you, and show pictures of your hands with the tools that you're using to create the jewelry. That adds value. So that's what you want to showcase in this section. Facebook, website, Twitter, Instagram. Awesome. Way to go with having your website here. Fantastic. Let's look at your prices. So your prices are often all over the place. Holy moly. Let's see. Where are you from? Doesn't say. Are you in the United States? You're spelling jewelry the way that the U.S. people spell jewelry. Oh, wait. In New Zealand. Moving to Canada. Okay. So you live in Canada, it looks like. Yes, because you have color. Color is spelled not the way we spell it. Okay, so that might be why your price looks funny to me, because obviously I'm viewing it in USD. So I do want to ask you about that. Are most of your customers, most of your sales, because I've seen that you've sold quite a bit, are most of your sales from Canada? Are they from US? If they're from the US, I recommend that you price for the US buyer. If most of your sales come from Canada, then absolutely keep pricing for the Canadian buyer. And the reason why I say this is there is a psychological component to pricing. So when somebody is shopping, the price really does have a huge effect on whether or not they buy it. And you might say, well, of course, because, you know, if they don't want to spend a certain amount of money. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. There are actually little teeny tiny feelings, emotions that you get when you look at something when you're shopping. And every single bit of the process, the photographs, the labels, the fonts, the colors, the pricing, the music that's playing while you're shopping, the smells that you're smelling, every little tiny thing that's happening in that moment is affecting whether or not the buyer actually makes a purchase from you. The price is a huge deal. So there's something called psychological pricing. We teach it in Flourish. And you may be using it in Canadian, and I just can't see that. But it's where you use the 99 or the 95-cent price point. Psychologically, it's been determined through thousands of studies that people buy more if it's just under an amount. So instead of $6, $5.99 or $5.95. There's also certain price increments. So anything after $19.95, you price in like $5 increments, $24.95, $29.95, $34.95 on up. And then when you get upper in the higher prices, you can go in 10s or 20s. All right. So I don't see that on my end. It's a kind of a big mess. So you might say, well, what's the big deal? Well, it's so weird for me to see this at $70.06. It automatically makes me feel uncomfortable. Now, I'm aware of what's going on, and it still makes me feel uncomfortable. Isn't that funny? And it's not my conscious mind saying, well, I know that she lives in Canada, and that's why, and there's the price difference, and that's why it's showing up like that. But you're not thinking about that when you're shopping, right? You're just looking. And to see $70.06 feels so uncomfortable. Like, why would someone price like that? And then that automatically puts up flags. Well, she must not be in the U.S. Well, if she's not in the U.S., then where is she? And does that mean that shipping is going to take forever? Or as most U.S. buyers will do, they question the validity of the site. They question, is this person trying to take my money? You know, we have so many online scams and all this, and now all of a sudden you've created this huge, you know, like distracting and uneasy feeling, and they're leaving your shop going to look at somebody else's. And you might say, well, that's crazy, Sarah, but it's really not. These people do this. So again, if the majority, you wouldn't want to do this to Canadian customers either, right? If the majority of your sales are from Canada, keep on keeping on. If the majority of your sales are from the U.S., I highly recommend that you adjust your pricing to show up in USD. All right. Your photos need to improve. You know, some of them are okay. Some of them are not. The ones that have the lighter background, like this is a pretty good picture right here. Nice, clean white, not too overexposed. You know, you have a nice, good close-up of the pendant. Of course, the lapis helps because it's so flippin' beautiful. This is nice. It's a little, you know, with the shadows, it's a little overexposed here. It could be better. It could be a little bit more crisp, but it's better than this one or this one. This one, it's just too overexposed. I don't like, the moonstone, as gorgeous as it is, I don't like that here. You know, I would use a light background, and I'm not even saying white. Definitely not this. This looks like it has a bunch of hairs or worms on it. And I know it's fibers, but the customers may not know that. And I mean, it just looks awful. These are way too overexposed, way too overexposed. This is okay here. This is much better here. Let's see if I can find an example. Modeled, of course, is always great if you can get some modeled, but they don't all have to be modeled. Oh, I really like that one. Those are beautiful. This shows scale. That's kind of nice, but you have to be careful with a real close-up of fingers or hands as well. Let's see if I can find a good one. And it's hard. Sometimes, you know, I'm scrolling for days. This isn't bad, but I'm not a big fan of that wood background either. Not bad. I would really like to find a soft white. So the problem, oh look, she's a flourisher. The problem is that 80 to 90% of sellers on Etsy, their photography is terrible. Which is why I think in Flourish we have so many successful sellers, because we push you guys so hard to have a phenomenal photography, which automatically makes you better than 80-90% of sellers on Etsy. This is a good photo here. It's nice. It's soft white. It's not real close up, and I don't really like these roses here. This is a beautiful model picture here. Great if I could find a really good photo. Ooh, right here. This is a great photo here. Kind of a grayish background, blurred in the back, kind of focused in on the front. Now they are showing the reflection here, which, you know, works for some products, some not so much. It's a beautiful product. There. Here is it on a gray background. Now I really like gray against silver, not so much on the copper. I like gray on the silver, but you have to be careful because you don't want it to be too dark or too shadowy. You still need a lot of light in on it. So when I say light and bright, and we say that a lot in Flourish, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a white background. Like, let's go back to Gail's. And I know people are probably so tired of me going to her shop. And no, she does not pay me to go to her shop. I literally am like a crazy fangirl of her stuff. I own like a bunch of pieces. So here Gail does a great job at staging for her brand, right? Because she has this kind of romantic, feminine, Victorian feel. But it's still very light. See, there's so much light in her photographs. So much light. So even though she's using a variety of backgrounds, like she's using some lace, it looks like a doily. She has the cream mannequin. Look, some like old letters. She has all kinds of different, but it still all flows together. And it has all this nice light, and it definitely brings out the pieces. So that's what you need to find. Now, you don't have that same feel in your shop, right? Because you have more of a boho, hippie, metaphysical kind of feel to your shop, which I totally dig as well, because I'm totally into all that stuff. I think it might be best just for you to use a white background, but something a little bit more soft. It looks like you have a harsh light, like maybe you're taking it in a light box or something. I would recommend, I mean, these are natural stones. You want to, I would try to find a window in your home where you have some good sunlight that comes in, and, you know, soft morning light or a soft diffused light. Set up a little setup right there by your window. And, you know, your items are such close-up shots. It's not like you have to worry about a lot of background or anything. But I definitely would work on that, because better photos and a nice solid brand, you're going to double, triple your sales easily. Oh, I love Larimar. I'll tell you, Larimar is my favorite. All right, let's look at your SEO real quick, and then we will be done. I'll just grab this Larimar listing because I like it. Raw Larimar pendant, wire-wrapped pendant, healing crystal necklace, raw stone necklace, men's stone necklace, I take that out, sterling silver, AAA Larimar. I think that's a pretty phenomenal title right there. Raw Larimar pendant, that's exactly what it is. Wire-wrapped pendant, perhaps you could say wire-wrapped Larimar pendant. Perhaps you could say wire-wrapped Larimar necklace. But either way, you're kind of hitting it. I mean, you got the necklace here, you got the pendant here, you got Larimar, you got wire-wrapped. I think that's a perfect title. So I don't think that your issues are at all with SEO. I think that you're saying what it is. Now, I would say that you're kind of missing, you're doing a great job at describing what the item is, but in the title, you don't just want to describe what it is. You also kind of want to describe what it could be used for or what it could be gifted for. So like right now, Mother's Day, you know, like a Larimar Mother's Day gift or Mother's Day gift or Mother's Day pendant or something like that. And that may not be as relevant for this particular item, but you know what I mean. You want to say like could be a metaphysical necklace, or it could be a what's the word that I'm trying to find? Not like the style, like boho, metaphysical, spiritual type thing. You know, you could say boho necklace or boho stone necklace or something like that. So you're describing the necklace, but then you're also describing the style, or like who would wear it, and then like what you could gift it for. Gift for her, you know, gift for mom type thing. So you want to have a good kind of mix of that. So you want to describe the necklace really well, but you also, you know, want to put in so that you're reaching those people that are searching those giftable keywords. But no, I really think that your strengths are probably in your SEO, which is great because a lot of people really struggle with that. Lotus necklace charm, yoga lotus necklace, raw Herkimer diamond pendant, sterling silver. Yeah. So, I mean, these are great keywords. I don't see a whole lot of, other than maybe a gift for yogi or something like that. You know, again, have those giftable keywords in there. I really think your strengths are in your SEO. You need to focus on the branding and the photography. That's definitely where your areas of opportunity are. All right, so that kind of sums it all up. If you have any questions, you can, of course, Laura, ask me when I send you this critique. You can respond back to that if you have any questions. If not, please know I'm always here and happy to help. If you're in Flourish, you can tag me on Club Flourish Wall or send me a PM on Facebook. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you have a craft business and you want to learn what you can do to improve your own craft business or make 6 figures plus, please join us in Flourish. We're the #1 online craft community for people just like Laura who are trying to make their own designs and make an income, earn an income off of that, one that they can stay home and just do what they love to do and support themselves and their families even. Join us in Flourish. You can find out more about Flourish at our website, www.artisanindie.com, and subscribe to this YouTube channel because we will be sharing more shop critiques and all kinds of other handmade goodness. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye.